In March this year, President Akufo-Addo announced a partial lockdown of Accra and Kumasi as part of measures to control the spread of COVID-19. The move affected many businesses, compelling some to shut down. The Ghana Statistical Service and its business tracker survey, with support from the World Bank and the UNDP, showed that about 25.7% of total workforce had their wages reduced. Speaking at the launch of the report, the government statistician Professor Samuel Anim said over 100,000 businesses also closed down due to the pandemic.
The first of the 8 highlights is that COVID-19 pandemic and the related responses compelled about 115,000 businesses to either permanently or temporarily close down. Sales of businesses reduced by 26% between March 2019 and March 2020, and further 36% when we moved from the lockdown period and compared April 2019 and April 2020. The accommodation and food subsector recorded the highest dip of 57%. More than 45,000 workers lost their jobs during the partial lockdown. And again, from the perspective of loss of jobs, we had the accommodation and food subsector being the most hit by the pandemic. And also, more than 770,000 workers of businesses had their wages reduced. Less than 10% of businesses adopted or intensified the use of internet for their operations, leaving 90% of businesses still working in their traditional mode of engagement without using or harnessing the returns of technology. On the average, close to 131,000 businesses indicated that they had challenges accessing finance, and from a government response point of view, businesses, close to 60% of them, are requesting government to put out subsidized interest rate to cushion the effect of COVID-19.
Professor Enim adds that the Ghana Statistical Service will look at the impact of COVID-19 on employment and sales, taking into consideration the size of businesses that were also hit by the pandemic.
We're going to focus on 5 key areas or 5 key issues, and as was indicated, if a particular organization is interested in any specific issue that we captured in our instrument, please don't hesitate to let us know, and we'll give you that analysis. So the first area that we're going to pay particular attention to in our next release is to examine the factors that either lessen or heighten the effect of COVID-19, the pandemic, and the related responses, using 2 variables as outcome variables, that is sales and employment. So here we're going to do more than a bivariate analysis, taking sales and employment as our output variable. We're going to look at factors that have come up, such as gender, such as import, such as where they get their inputs from, and the size of the firm, the sector in which the firm operates. So we're going to get a sense of how sales and employment have been influenced, in the sense that these factors, some of them would give some businesses resilience, and other factors will sort of make the businesses fragile, depending on the characteristics of the firm.
Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to our Citi TV YouTube channel for more videos on the Business Dashboard.
Tune in and stay updated on the key business news stories of the day with Business Dashboard every weekday at 7 p.m. only on Citi TV.